Good morning. My voice is coming?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good morning,
Yes,
everyone. How are you all?
We are fine, sir. How are you?
I am also fine. Okay. So, shall we start with the prayer?
Yes, sir.
So, everyone, join your hands and close your eyes. Okay, now you can start. Yes. Dia, sit straight. Yes. Dia, Shreya, everybody sit straight. Join your hands. Close your eyes. Yes, start. Don't waste time. Yes, done everyone? Okay. Now you can open your eyes. Okay. Shall we start? Everyone?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Good. Now, wait for a minute. Let me share the screen. Nobody will switch on the mics. Please switch off the mic. Hello? Switch off. Hello? Everyone switch off the mics. Okay. Let me open the document, okay? Then I'll share the screen with you. Then we can start. By that time, everyone take your books. Everybody, take your books. Those who have not taken. Okay. Now, okay, the document is open now, and now I'm going to share. Now tell me when the screen is visible. Okay, tell me, confirm me.
Yes, sir.
Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, now mute your mics, please, or I will mute everyone. Okay, don't switch on your mics. I will just mute you, everyone. Don't switch on. If you have doubt, then only you have to switch on. Clear? Okay. So this we have already done, no? Introduction. It is done only. But now we are going into the chapter. So this was just an introductory part. The last class we have understood about the facts, what are important things to understand. The topic wise we understood, yes or no? So now when you look into your textbook, it is topic wise only. The first topic was equal right to vote. So in the introduction time we have seen 4 points in that. Okay, now the civics is just, we can say, like it's the civic subject means every chapter has a story, okay, that can relate and we can understand that. Clear? So that is what this civics entire civics is. So here first chapter also we understood everything. Chapter is over only, explanation is over, because this introduction was more or quite enough to understand. Okay, still if anybody has not understood, you can ask me. Clear? Don't worry. Yeah, so we are going into the chapter now. Take your textbooks, take your page number 6. In that a story is given. Okay, just you can read, then I'll just explain to you. Okay, it's just a story only. Otherwise, topic wise, our entire chapter is over only. Okay, we understood the chapter. Okay, that what is there in the chapter, what we will be learning, that is already done. Okay, now let's start. See here, in equal right to vote given. See, story begins with Kanta standing in line to cast her vote. Okay, Kanta is a lady who is standing in line to cast her vote, to give her vote. Now, again, it varies people who are standing in line with her. Okay, Kanta recognizes her employer. Okay, her neighbor. Yes. Now see, Kanta was standing in a line for giving vote. Okay. She sees her employer, means she sees her boss. Yes or no? She sees her boss, and her boss is Ashok Jain. Okay. So while standing in line, she saw that her boss is also standing in line, and Chote Lal, he's her neighbor. Okay. So both of them she saw while standing on the line. Okay. Now, as you know that India is a democratic country. Okay. So all this, whatever adults are, whomsoever adults are there, with the age of 18 or in the age of above 18, okay, all the adults, irrespective of they belong to, and how much education or what caste they belong to, or whether they are rich or poor, everybody is allowed to vote. That point we have already seen. Yes or no? Means whoever it might be, whether he's an educated person, not educated, rich person, poor person, or with high caste person, low caste person, whatever may be, everyone is given that right. Understand? Okay. In class, so this thing you have already learned in class 6, that is called what? Universal understanding. That first paragraph from 5th line onwards, in a democratic country like India, everybody got that? Everybody got? If got, please say yes or no. Page number 6, first paragraph, from What?
I got it yesterday only.
What is? Okay, good. All that's irrespective means that line. You have to start from in a democratic
Sir,
country,
your voice
from
is
there to
cutting in
universal.
between.
Shreya, tell me, is my voice cutting or clear?
Sir, clear. Now it's clear, but
Clear, no?
yes, sir.
Sometimes it was.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now listen what I was saying. I was saying that you have to underline page number 6 from 5th line. In a democratic country, from there to universal adult franchise. Can you see that in bold letter it is given? Up till that franchise you have to underline. Very, very important one. Okay. So this thing is what known as universal adult franchise. What is that universal adult franchise? If the question comes, what is universal adult franchise? So what would be the answer? Irrespective of religion or how much education people have, or what caste they belong to, or whether the people are rich or poor, everyone is allowed to vote. That is known as universal adult franchise. This way you have to write down the answer. Clear? If the question is asked. Okay. Yes. So that underlined. Okay. Now next, the idea of universal adult franchise is based on idea of equality. Yes. What is that? Idea of equality is very important. Means we everywhere, everything, like without showing the discrimination, high caste, low caste, without showing that, or rich or poor, means everything we have to treat, everybody you have to treat as equal. That is equality. Clear? So idea of universal adult franchise is also based on that only. Okay, which based on what? Based on the idea of equality, because it states that every adult in the country, irrespective of their wealth, the communities they belong, has everyone, educated, non-educated, there is no any discrimination. Everyone has the right to vote. Okay, that is what equality, okay, means. So Kanta is excited to vote and happy that she is equal to all the others because each one of them has to vote. Yes, see, what is the situation? Can you understand? Yes, now Kanta is feeling, see, now when she goes to office, yes or no, when she goes to office, so in front of her boss, she is low caste, yes or no, because she is working under him, and this Chote Lal is her neighbor, and he is her neighbor, so he also might be like a high class person only. Okay, and Ashok Jain is her boss. So now out of this voting area, when she out of this voting area or this voting booth, Kanta seems that she is very lower caste in front of them. But here, when she stood in the line and saw that her boss is also standing and her neighbor is also standing, so now she is feeling very happy. Why? Because now she is equal to all. Now they are also equal to them, equal to her. Yes or no? Her boss is also equal to her, and her neighbor is also equal to her. Can you feel that? Yes or no? So that is what equality means. Now she is happy,
Yes.
and she is equal. She is equal to all of others because each one of them. Now she is thinking that okay, boss is just in office only. Otherwise, out of that area, out of that office, all are equal only. Now boss is also coming to vote. He also has to vote. Yes or no? He also has to vote. Now, yeah, now she is saying that now her level, and she is thinking now her level and her boss level is same only. Yes or no? So that is what. So but as her day goes on, Kanta becomes less certain about what this equality really means. Means she just as her day just goes on, she just gets a certainty. She just gets certain about what this equality really means. What is that? Okay, so what is it that makes Kanta unsure? Okay, now she is having a little bit like less confidence. She is having that her day how she lives one day. Let's see that. Okay, she lives in a slum. Okay, slum, and has a drain behind her house. Now she is living where? In a slum area. Slum area means, understand, like lower background, like village area, where there is not no that much clean and neat is not there. Okay, that is slum area. Okay, she lives in a slum and had a drain behind her house. Okay, her daughter is sick. Okay, but she cannot take a day off from work because she needs to borrow money from her employers to take her child to the doctor. Now see, her daughter is sick. Okay, now she cannot take leave also in her job. Why? Because she wants to she wants to have money also for her daughter. Okay, to take her to the hospital. Yes or no? Because she is not well. Okay, now her job as a domestic help. Uh, tires her out, and finally she ends her day by again standing in a long line. Now see, everyone see, what is this? Now her job is very much like tough job only. Okay, she is working in their houses. Okay, everyone's house. Okay, as a maid. Okay, servant. Now her job as a domestic help really means after this job is very much tiresome for her.
Sir,
Are you getting me what I'm saying?
Hello, sir.
hello, sir. Your screen is not
Yes.
visible.
Yes, sir.
Sir, your screen is black.
Yes.
Not visible.
Back.
Sir, your
Wait.
screen.
Sir, your screen is not
Okay,
visible.
now tell
Screen
me.
is black.
Now,
Sir, your screen
now
is
tell
not
me.
visible. No, sir, it's not visible to you.
Now tell me. Still.
No, sir. Yes, sir, it is not visible. Yes, sir. It is not visible.
Okay, no problem. We can stop screen share. Okay, am I visible now?
No, sir.
Am-
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir. No,
I'm
sir.
not.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are visible.
Mute your mics. Only my voice you have to listen. That's it. Just don't. Okay. So we are having a look into Kanna's. Okay. So her tiresome.
Your voice is not coming from.
Sir, your voice is not coming. Sir, your voice is not coming properly.
Okay, now is it?
No, sir, it is not coming properly.
not.
Sir, your voice is not coming and your name is not visible.
Okay. Now am I visible? Now is it okay?
No, sir.
No, sir.
You are not visible. No, sir, you are not visible.
Okay. Now?
Yes, sir.
Now visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So now
sir.
listen. Mute your mics. Okay. Done. If I'm okay, if I'm visible and audible, then now switch off your mics. Okay. Okay. Now her life is so tiresome. Means she has to go every houses, and after coming from her work, she is very tired. Yes or no? Yeah. She ends her day by again standing. Now, see, her life is so busy, she is not feeling that much well even, yeah, after her work. Then again in the evening she has to go to the line and she has to stand in a long line. Now what is that line? This line in front of the government hospital. What is that? Yeah, that line is of government hospital. Is unlike the one in the morning because most of the people standing in it are poor. Yes. Now see, she's standing with her daughter. Yes or no? In that line, she has to stand. Okay. Now because most of the people are standing in now, she's only not the one who is poor, but everyone who's standing in that line is like having a low caste background only. Okay, all are poor only. Okay. Now, do you think that Kanta has enough reason to doubt whether she really is equal? List 3 reasons from the story above that might make her feel like this. Okay, now see here a question is there. Do you think that really that Kanta has enough reason to doubt whether she really is equal? Means she is having some doubt. No, she started thinking that whether am I equal to everyone? Okay, so does she feel that? Do you think that Kanta has enough reason for that? Do you think? So that reason you have to mention. Okay, and you have to list 3 reasons from the story. Okay. Uh, Dharti, I'm hearing a lot of noise from your side. It's better you switch off the mic or else leave the class. Don't disturb. Okay. Okay, now listen. So what you have to list 3 reasons from the story. So this story understood how her entire day is. Okay. See, her entire day is very much tiresome. Now, after doing the job and all, then again in the evening she has to go and she has to stand in a line for her daughter with her daughter because her daughter is not well. Yes or no? Her doctor has to be consulted to the doctor. Okay, her daughter has to be consulted from the doctor. Now in the evening she has to go in a line and then again she has to stand in a line. Okay, after doing from since morning she is doing this work in every houses. Okay, and then after coming back again she wants to she has to stand in a line. Means just think of how hard she has to, means how hardly she has to suffer. Yes or no? So this is like why? Because she has to stand because there is no option, because all the people that are standing in line are poor only. Okay, she cannot say that please give me some minutes so that I can take the medicine. She cannot say. Why? Because everyone's condition is same only. She is not the one who is poor. Everyone is poor only. So she cannot say any one person please help me to get the medicine. No, she cannot say. Are you getting me? Did you understand what I am saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now you have to find this. Okay, you have to find this answer. You have to list 3 reasons from the story above. So this story you understood. So about that might make her feel like this. So how can she feel like she is equal to all others? Okay, means she is standing in a line. Yes or no? Even at the voting time also she is standing in a line. Now in that voting time she is equal to them, but how she feels, how she can feel that she is equal. Okay, so that 3 reasons you have to mention. Even standing in the voting line, that also you have to mention. Okay, means along with that, I'm not saying that also 3 reasons you have to give, and standing in that hospital also you have to give 3 reasons. No, considering both of the situation, you have to give 3 reasons. Okay, considering both. Understood? So that this should be done, everyone. This should be done. Okay, you have to list 3 reasons from the story above that will make her feel like she is equal to all of them. Okay, those are standing in the line, whether it is in hospital, okay, outside hospital, or in the voting line. Understood? Clear? What you have to do?
Sir.
Okay, yes, done. Now next page. See, other kinds of equality. This also we have done. Yes or no? Okay, we understood that what kind of equality you can see. Different equalities. Okay, now see, Kanta is one of many people who live in democratic India. We have right to vote, but those whose daily living and working condition are very far from equal. Means yes, she is equal only at the time of voting. Okay, voting time she is equal only, but now here in that condition, when we think of her condition, that time she is little different. Okay, her condition makes her different. Why? Because after job and all, she comes and she is tired. Okay, now her working condition is actually making her far from the equal. And she is not at that time, she is not that equal with all of them. Why? Because she is hardworking. Yes or no? Now, apart from being poor, people in India experience inequality in different ways. What we have seen this point in introduction part. Yes or no? Let's see what this means by reading the two stories given below. Now, here again two stories are given. Each of this is based on real incidents in people's lives and reflects the different kinds of equalities that exist in India. So by reading these two stories, we will understand that what is the real or what are the real different kinds of equality. See, one of the more common forms of inequality in India is a caste system. Yes, caste system is one of the major reason so that people show the inequality. Clear? So if you live in rural India, okay, rural India means like people living in villages. That is rural India. If you live in rural India, your caste identity is something that you probably learned or experienced very young. What is that? So whatever, if you're living in a village area or a rural area in India, okay, so caste, whatever caste you belong, okay, your caste identity is it is experienced, okay, in very young age. In your very young age, you are knowing that I am of this caste or I belong to this caste. This you already know. Now, if you live in urban India means in city areas in India. Now, if you live in urban area, some of you might think that people no longer believe in caste. Did you get the point? The people those are living in village means they are knowing that of which caste do they belong. Okay, but if you live in cities, then you don't bother about these kind of things. Which caste I belong? Is or no? You don't even know. You might think that you don't even believe in that kind of things. Okay, but just look at these matrimonials shown from leading English newspaper and you will see how important the issue of caste continues to be in the minds of highly educated urban Indians. Now here an example of a matrimonial advertisement given. Okay, now here can you see three kinds of, can you see that advertisement? On page number 7, on the right hand side it is given.
Yes, sir.
Circle the, now see below that in a blue line it is written, circle the reference to caste in the matrimonial advertisements given above. Okay, now you have to circle the reference to caste, means which belongs to caste, that you have to circle from these three. Okay, circle the reference to caste in the matrimonial advertisement given. Now these three are matrimonial advertisement only. Matrimonial means, understand? Does anyone know what do you mean by matrimonial? Anybody have an idea? What is this matrimonial? Hello?
No, sir.
I will tell you. Matrimonial means for marriage girl.
Sir, your voice is not coming properly. Sir, your voice is not coming.
Sir, your voice is not coming.
Voice is not coming. Okay. I'm leaving and joining again. Okay.
No, sir.